What's good, y'all? It's your boy Hyman Cuts back in the building. I got my boy Zach with me today. I'm gonna be doing a pretty common haircut, like especially when you're starting out cutting hair. Mid skin fade with a 2 on top. So pretty simple stuff. My guy normally likes enhancements, so I'll show you how it looks before enhancements and then show you how it looks after enhancements. But I'll walk you through the step-by-step process to do the mid fade with a 2 on top. Let's get it. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna get my workhorse, my Octane clipper with the 2 guard on top, and we're gonna run it on top. Knock this down to a 2 real quick. That's what we do, right? A 2-piece?
Yep.
2-piece on top, and then I'll do a mid skin fade, and I'll walk you through the steps. Let's get it. So 2-piece first. This is like one of the first haircuts I ever learned, bro. Everybody was getting the 2-piece with the 2 or like the 1.5. Yeah. Everybody for a minute was doing that, bro. I had to get good with these. So we about to run the 2-piece on top first. That's like the first step we do. And like I say before, like we're gonna cut all this off right here, so we don't even need to really worry about knocking it down to a 2. You just focus on making the top even too. So you don't wanna be worried about all the bottom stuff. You about to zero that out anyway. So 2-piece all over. The clippers will let you know when it's over with. And you gotta look at it on both angles. Like you gotta look at it, look at the hair, see if you see any long ones. But for the most part, these clippers are accurate as ever. So if they run through it, it's cut. So boom, 2-piece on top. All right. And then I work my way down more or less because it's a simple haircut. So we do a 2 on top, and then I'll go with about a 1.5 up to about here. Up to about this side of the fade. Maybe a little bit like right here, yeah. About, yeah, I would say like just above, like right here. So come in with the 1.5 metal guard, and you're not going inward, you're just going up. That way you don't leave yourself no hard lines, but you're still debulking and blending the fade. Straight like that. Same thing right here. You're gonna do 1.5, because you're working from a 2 to a 1.5, and then you're gonna go to skin. So it's not much room in between to mess up this haircut. Like if you mess up this haircut, man, you better look me up on YouTube immediately. So boom. All right, then we're gonna take Babyliss lineup clipper, the Babyliss Pro LX, I believe it's called, or FX. Start the guideline. So we're doing a mid fade. So mid fade is usually like temple area all the way around. So go like this. These clippers are fire, man. They'll just cut through whatever. Knock it all down real quick. These are the Babyliss clippers, so definitely consider adding one of these into your arsenal if you haven't already. Boom, through the other side. And you just meet from the middle, you meet over. Don't worry about this long hair because we're about to take that off right now too. So pretty much do your first initial guideline, knock everything out below. Boom. Pretty much, yeah, pretty even on the sides. That's what you want. You gotta make sure that the fade is even throughout. If the fade ain't even throughout, your fade about to be all choppy. Just a key piece of advice is you always wanna keep a clean canvas. Easy math, easy saying to remember, just keep a clean canvas. You don't want to have him have hair all over his face, his forehead, where you're about to go and cut. None of that stuff. You want to make sure he's looking spiffy. Come back with your electric shaver. This is the skin fade part. Now that that's all clean, baby soft on the bottom, all right? Now we're gonna come in and do our fingers with our half. So this, my absolute alpha gamma clipper, God damn it. Absolute alpha gamma clipper, that's what it is. Open it halfway. We're gonna go up about a finger's width on the fade. About a finger's width. See that? It's a fat ass finger, but it's my finger's width. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Foundation so far set. All right. And since this fade is really just a 2 to a skin, we're not really too concerned with making another level. We just want to blend this one out. So we're not going to necessarily make another level, but we're just going to blend it out, if that makes sense. We're not going to be like, you know, do a 1 here and then a 2 and no. We're just going to blend that out. So close this, throw a 1 guard on it, try to blend this out. Flicking out. This is the 1 guard. This is just so you have less to do when you gotta come back with your 1/16 guard. Go up about another finger's width, but you're not gonna put a hard line in there. You're just flicking it out. Open up the 1 guard halfways. This is just to make your job a little bit easier on the blend. Open it all the way, 1 1/2. Go up to about just before the head starts curving. And then to top that off, come back in with your 1.5 guard, the actual 1.5, and then you're gonna go over the curve with it. Over the curve with it, because it's already a 2, so you're just going from 2 to 1.5. Close it. Get right here. This ensures that 1.5 to the 2 blend is perfect. Come around here. Don't be afraid. You're not blending too much off, so don't be afraid to get in there with it. You're blending from 1.5 to 2. Can't really mess that up. Come back in here. You can see like a little bit of shadow here. Come back in with your T-edger where you did your 0. Just gently come underneath that line. Make sure it's a nice and even line. Crispier lines make you a crispier fade. I'm almost done with the fade, so let me just prep this here. This is the OG Walker glass. This is the pre-wipe for the lineup. Come back here with the Black Solutions Liquid Razor, bangers. After I did the glass, I threw the Liquid Razor, come in and dry them off. Dry them off a little bit, just so you make sure you give them a crispy lineup right now. Now, we have to blend it out. So, I use my Alpha clippers. So this is a half. We're gonna go halfway. Halfway to halfway middle. You're going halfway up, half your finger's width up. You don't wanna go too high because you'll create another line for yourself. Drop it down a little bit more. One more click. As you drop the lever down, you don't go as high on the blend. Because the higher you go on the blend with the lower lever, it's gonna create more lines for yourself. Close it. Open it back up, 3/4 of the way. See the lines kind of already coming out. Drop it back down midway. And drop it down almost to where it's closed. You're pretty much in there on that. So now that you see, that half is pretty much blended out right there. All we need to do is blend this line out here, line him up, and he should be good to go. Halfway's closed. Drop it one more. All the way closed. Just to feather out the bottom. Go back over it with the half just to make sure it's nice and even all over. And I just work my way up and down these steps until the fade is done. As you can see, he's already pretty much blended on the bottom of it. The half is looking pretty much gone already. A little light little touch-ups and we should be good. But now we gotta blend out this half section right there. And that is something slight. I'm gonna switch clippers on you, get my Gold Magic clips, and I'm gonna open it halfway and blend this line out right here at the bottom. And when I'm blending out like the smaller, not smaller areas, but like not a big amount of bulk, you don't really gotta open it all the way. You keep it pretty close. Like you don't wanna open it all the way because there's no point. Like you're not gonna really be cutting nothing. So you close it a little bit, halfways or so. Hit it at a little angle. Close it. Open it about halfways. It's mainly just shadow. Like you see a little shadow, you just gotta touch it up a little bit. Close it all the way. Gotta just learn the, like what does what on the clipper. That's a big thing. Like you don't wanna be, you're gonna be chasing the fade if you don't know what the clipper does, you know what I mean? You gotta have you gotta know what clipper does what clip does what, when you use it, shit like that. About halfway. Close it. At this point, you're really blending half to like a 1, because I already hit all this with a 1, so you're just blending in between a half and a 1. It's pretty, this is the half guard close, so it's already, like the fade's already pretty much done. This is just the icing on the sundae right here. Open it up all the way just to get whatever shouldn't be there. Banger. So he's pretty much solid as far as the fade goes. Little slight touch-ups, but as far as being blended, it's pretty much, say about 85%. I'm just going back through, running through my steps one more time on the fade, making sure it's flowing accordingly. Get my 1A. This is like a higher 1. Just come in and this one cleans. This one's just cleanup. This is like cleanup crew. Anything I might have forgot, anything that shouldn't be there, any little darker spots. This one will get those right out of there. Now let's do line up. Then I'll do the other side. This is gonna be like raw, no enhancements for now. And then I'll come back in and do some enhancements for my guy. So that's pretty much about as organic as it gets of a cut without enhancements or anything like that. I'm gonna hit a little straight razor on it. So that's pretty much no enhancements, no nothing like that. Just raw barber work, raw skittles, raw skills. Now with enhancements, it's a whole other story because man, that shit looks crispy. His cut looks crispy with enhancements. The card is just to give you a guide. You don't want to be just randomly shooting. You want to make sure you have that guide. It's protecting you. That way he don't got color all on his forehead. And this, by the way, is my Temp 2. This is actually a makeup applicator, this right here. This is made for women to do their makeup. After you spray it down a little bit, come back in with the comb. After you spray them down, come back in, edges, because at that point you're really lining up the paint. So one side, no enhancements. You can see that, no enhancements. Right here, enhancements, yeah. Since he's pretty much done, take the next strip off him. Electric shaver that thing. Now what we're gonna do, I have him recline, put his head back, drop the head back, and then I'll just come back in and do the straight razor to crispy up the edge a little bit with the paint now. Yeah, we back. Last thing, hot sauce. Over here, powder, a little bit. I appreciate you guys for staying tuned and watching and staying on track with learning how to do this cut. This right here is a 2 on top mid skin fade with enhancements. So be sure, if you want any other videos, if you want to see some other haircut styles, DM me, comment, like, subscribe below. Let me know what you're interested in and I'll get it right to you. 2 on top mid skin fade with enhancements. So I appreciate you guys for watching. It's your boy Hyman Cuts in the Flesh. Shout out my guy Zach. Shout out my guy Chris. And man, stay tuned for some more content, y'all. Let's get it.